Hey, St. Patrick's, great to be with you on this Wednesday, March 7th, with this week's weekly video from Father Pete. Hey, just a couple of things I want to mention. This will be a short video. Number one, just a reminder to continue to look through your 4 practices packet and reviewing that. You should be able to just read through that. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Last week, I encouraged you to do the discipleship self-assessment, and eventually you want to start working on making your own rule of life. Hey, listen, if you have questions about that and want someone to maybe help you think that through, feel free to contact me. Feel free to contact Deacon Andy. If you're in a community group, it might be great to bring that to the group and talk about that. But want to encourage you to keep working on it. Next week I'll have more details about writing a rule of life as we get closer to the end of Lent. Couple of worship things to mention. This Sunday we have just our traditional 4th Sunday in Lent, but then the next Sunday, March 18, is what we call our patronal feast. St. Patrick is our patron saint. Our church is named after him. We're going to celebrate that day in March 18 and think about him and his story, and how the story of St. Patrick can shape the life of our church. You've heard some people talk about what's called, well, some of you have probably heard of a book called The Benedict Option. And if you have, this will make sense. If you don't, it'll make sense when I share it on that Sunday. But my talk's going to be entitled The Patrick Option, how that can shape us as a church. Then a reminder that Holy Week's coming on Sunday, March 25 is Palm Sunday, Sunday the Passion. So our liturgy will look different. We will, weather permitting, do a palm procession out around the block in the neighborhood, and then go to Jerusalem with Jesus and enter into Holy Week. And then on Thursday, we begin our the great 3 days of the Triduum and begin our service of worship that ends with Easter. So we'll start with Maundy Thursday, and we're going to have potlucks in homes. So by Sunday, we should have arrangements for knowing what homes will host a potluck, and we'll have a simple meal, and then a simple time in Scripture, and a simple time of liturgy around the Lord's Supper together. Then Good Friday, the evening of Good Friday, we'll have services at Apostles Anglican, clergy co-leading the service. It'll be a traditional Good Friday worship. Saturday night, March 31, Holy Saturday, we will have our Easter Vigil, and that'll start at 8 p.m. at Apostles Church. It'll be the St. Pat's traditional vigil, holy fire, procession inside, the Exultet, Scripture readings, worship, renewals of baptismal vows, John Chrysostom's Easter homily, all the traditions we do for Easter Vigil. And then Sunday, April 1, is Easter Sunday, and we'll have our regular Sunday morning worship celebrating the resurrection. I hope you can make it to as many of those as possible. I understand for some of us, work or kids make that difficult, but it's really a corporate spiritual practice that forms us as we enter in to the meaning of Good Friday, the meaning of the cross, and the meaning of Easter, the resurrection of Jesus. So, hope you can make that happen. That's really all I have for this week, so I'm looking forward to being with you Sunday. God bless, and take care.